RJ Payne reminds us that if you dance with the devil, he just may follow you home. What is good, y'all? It's your boy Mixtape Muff. If you are rocking with this content, go ahead and smash that like button. Hitting the like button is greatly appreciated. Also, subscribe if you haven't. But today, I'm going to be hitting y'all with my thoughts on this new one from RJ Payne and Cartune Beatz entitled Sinnerz. So, the cinematic bar-heavy MC known as RJ Payne strikes again. Payne has been on this inexhaustible grind, pumping out these 5 to 6 track EPs in abundance. This year, he blessed the streets with A Different Kind of Pain 2. There was the Leatherface 4, of course. He hit us with the 3-piece produced by Eric Sermon, which was one of my favorites, even though it was so brief. He had the Triangle Dior EP, which was cool. But now RJ Payne is feeding the underground streets with this new one produced entirely by Cartune Beatz. And it's essentially a soundtrack to the box office smash Sinnerz. RJ Payne was clearly inspired heavily by the flick. And I just wonder, how many times did RJ Payne go to the theaters to see this movie? But he created a soundtrack inspired by the characters in the movie, but he also intertwines the story of the characters with his own life as a rapper. Now, over the years, RJ Payne has shown his knack for crafting concept albums and doing creative storytelling. And on this project, Sinnerz, he is in a similar bag. So all the instrumentals were, of course, produced by Cartune Beatz, who I feel has really evolved his production sound since I first heard it back on Lloyd Banks' Cotty series. But yeah, this is just 6 tracks lasting only 12 minutes. But with that being said, let me go ahead and just hit y'all with that track by track breakdown. The opener, Let Me In, is just an intro with distorted audio from the actual film that just sets that chilling, ominous tone. The spirits want to be let in. But the first actual song, Stacks, has a haunting blues sample. He somewhat tells the story of Stacks, but he also speaks on his own drive as an MC and how that is parallel to the hustling spirit of Stack. RJ Payne is speaking a lot on the temptations to sell his soul, so it gets deep. But track 3, Sammy's guitar, is my favorite by far. You get this pain-soaked blues sample. It's so riveting. I was honestly stuck on this song. Like, I could just keep letting it play for real. That's just how good the production was. And I feel Cartune Beatz really captured the vibe and the essence of the film with it. Like, his crate digging skills for this one was insane. And RJ Payne, he's basically saying his skills on the mic is similar to the skills of Sammy with his guitar. So the devil's obviously been watching Payne because of his talent, similar to the way he did Sammy in the movie. Yeah, amazing track. This is followed up by Ryan Coogler, which has this muffled, eerie sample with cinematic strings. It's another standout. And on this one, RJ Payne likens himself to the director of the film, Ryan Coogler, for his creative writing. He says, the iron shooter, Ryan Coogler, no one saw the level of this horror that I came to provide. Also, I felt within the type of fire I'm writing will melt your skin. Ghostwriter for hire. I ain't too tired to help your pen. And also, I quote the facts, the pain is 3 times doper than smoking crack. I held this strap till we go out in a blaze like smoke and Stacks leave a rapper body buried with a note attached. So this is the kind of vicious and brutal bars we are getting from Payne. And then track 5, Land of the Sinners, probably is my second favorite instrumental. You're getting this signature Delta blues sample. It's a little more groovy than the others though. RJ Payne says that he feels this track reminds him of an old bar with the jukebox in the back, and that's definitely the vibe that it was giving. Payne said, it's funny how I started off as a rapper, but nowadays I think I'm becoming a poet. But then there are the hard lines like hard hitter, infamous rapper killer, cigar splitter, dark liquor, bullets go through it like a shark bitter. Crazy. Then this project ends with Smoke, where you have this glamorous blues sample with gentle pianos, and he's speaking from the perspective of Smoke a little bit. But yeah, as a whole, solid outro track with strong production. So overall, I'm going to give this project a rating of 4 mics. I think it's one of his most creative releases since the Nino Brown tape a couple of years back. Yeah, I mean, you give RJ Payne a concept and he will become it and give you a finished product at a high level. And I have to again highlight the creativity and storytelling you're getting with this project. The production was great as well. I know it was completely drumless, so some might not love that aspect, but this did have some of the more unique samples that I've heard this year. And really, I dug how Cartune Beatz attempted to capture that Delta blues vibe that was present in the film. And of course, Payne complemented those backdrops with some spiritual, supernatural like bars, speaking on artists selling out and how Payne felt that temptation to sell his soul, kind of like Sammy with the guitar or a real life figure like Robert Johnson. So yeah, RJ Payne and Cartune Beatz did a good enough job here where I actually want to go see the movie again. My favorite tracks include Sammy's guitar, Ryan Coogler, Land of Sinners, and Smoke. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. It's your boy Mixtape Moth. I'm signing out as always. Peace and blessings. RJ Payne, Sinnerz.